So now, if you're happy with your artwork and you want to render it on your canvas, you could proceed to render it and then try to sketch it up as close as possible as what you've imagined. But basically, at first, you need to imagine things like what you want to do, what you want to paint, or whatever design that you like. So, anyways, first of all, you need to think about how to render your colors and what to expect of the outcome. You could imagine it inside your mind. Like, your mind has the greatest possibilities of everything that you could think of. So anyways, you need to first create the sketch, and once you're happy with it, go grab your canvas and then proceed to render it. So this will be my canvas, and we should render it there. So now we'll proceed to render this artwork into the canvas. The canvas and the sketch. We should put it here and then make it as close as possible that the outcome that we would like, so that it won't be intriguing for you to think about the design that you want to proceed with. So yeah, let's start with it. First, we would need to align as close as possible the sketch that we did into the canvas that we have here. So first, we need to proceed the size. Yeah, proceed the size at first. And then when you've seen the size, you need to create like a grid that you could use as a guide to put your sketch on it. So first, what this does is we need to create like imaginary grid lines, like here. 1, 2, 3, like that. And like 1, 2, 3 grid lines, so that we could follow the guide on what we see here on the paper. So first, we need to create like 1, 2, 3 grid lines. So don't put the pencil directly at your canvas, like don't pressure it to create a much dark line. So just lighten your pressure on the canvas so that it wouldn't take you a hard time to erase the grid lines that you have here. So anyways, we will proceed now. So there are 3 more lines here, so we will copy that into our canvas. 1, 2, 3. So this very light grid lines should be our guide in where to put the image. Okay, so we will proceed with putting up the birds at first, so that we could put up the image onto our canvas. Okay, here we see like the wings here, so it's on the first grid line like this. The good thing about this is that when you sketch your drawing or painting first, you would have a much better view on how to execute your artwork. Because if you try to put it on the canvas and eventually you will create a mistake, then you don't have any more time to like edit your artwork or something. You could add up some stuff, or you could imagine some more details that you want to add on your paintings. So basically, it gives you a much more clear imagination or reference to your painting. So first, you need to sketch it up on the paper so that if you would create any mistakes, you could just erase it, and then it won't smother, like it won't smother your canvas, it won't ruin it afterwards. So yeah, you need to create a rough sketch first before proceeding to put it on your canvas. So we'll add the other leg here, and then the head. Just adjust some little more details. And then we see the wings right here. Yeah, just follow the grid lines on where it happened to be positioned. And then we add the other bird right here on the down part. Just roughen up your sketch and don't put too much pressure on your pencil so that you could still eventually erase the outlines that you did. Because if you start to try to paint the canvas and then you use light colors, if you had too much dark of an outline for your sketch, it would eventually pop out from the background of your painting. So it's basically not good to look at. So yeah, we don't want any scribbles to bleed through your painting. And then so yeah, we would just create some light sketches and then some light linings so that eventually if we make any mistakes we could just erase it and then proceed to create a different outline. To finalize your painting, there you go, the strings. The other birds here, right, like at the back, a little more in size so that it would create like depth on your painting. Whatever you would like to imagine, whatever you would like to choose, whatever you would like to paint, whatever you think of what you want to paint about your Artivism artwork, is that you need to have a meaning and a deep understanding to what you're painting so that it would intrigue or give a positive a positive reaction from the people who would see it. So now we have rendered all of the birds. We will create the hand right here, just beside the canvas. So yeah, this is the hand and the grid line comes up here. So basically, we could see the grid line that is very, very light here. Yes, and then we would put the hand just above here as what the grid line suggests on your sketch. And we'll add some knuckles there. So it would be more on details. But we won't be creating a very intricate painting. So we would be creating like an easy types for you to understand and for you to create much more. And then you wouldn't have a hard time rendering it and then painting it on your canvas. So if you try to create a much more complicated painting and then you still have no idea on how to create a more complicated painting, then maybe the outcome of what you're thinking or what you're imagining won't be as good as what you were trying to illustrate. All right, we will proceed with this lines. It's like a flow line for the background. So yeah, we will add this up right here on the second brick and flow it down as it goes. what you need to understand here is that you need to align the lines that you want to create, like this one, yeah, because this will be a flow color, like it creates a flow for your painting. So you need to understand first about this one, that this line has a wing over here, right? This one connects right down here. Just create a very light line and then proceed to create your line away from this. Okay, so that it would connect. It would make sense that it connects with this one.